make you stop. You treat me like a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the first episode of the Entrapment Podcast.
Let's go.
Okay, we're trying to figure this out, because, admittedly, I'll be honest, you're the only one I've actually managed to get to agree to being surprised by it.
You're the test case.
You are the pilot episode, per se.
I was the test case. Damn.
Welcome to the Entrapment Podcast, where two Discord moderators decided to beat up one of their fellow server members. I'm PixelTaku.
I'm Tom Fu. Do you want to introduce yourself, esteemed guest of honor?
I am Winter Miruku, but most people call me Winter.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Wait.
I won't stream my game.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'm the only.
Do you want to
person
stream
with,
your
like,
game? You can stream your game if you want to.
Yo, it's so boring. Are you sure you want to watch me?
No, we need content.
run
We need
Okay, here's the
content.
thing.
We need content.
fine.
You're the pilot episode, right? So we're trying to figure out how this goes, because we did a bit of like planning
Wait,
this out beforehand.
Can you set it up so that Miruku's stream is in the background of us talking?
This is like the most boring game ever to watch. It's literally just like me doing a job. That's it.
Yes, I can. Hold on. What game is this?
It's a medieval dynasty. First of all, you're gonna have to cut this out because this is free PR, and I'm not getting paid for it. So
Hashtag ad. We need to put ad. You got a free copy of
hashtag
the
ad.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
is it actually hashtag ad?
Well, it's a free copy of the
No,
game,
I'm
so technically.
I'm not endorsed by this game at all.
Oh. There we go.
Oh, that looks so stuffed.
Oh yeah.
As you know, I recently just got married. I'm joking.
Whoa! Oh my God! Yo, great. Yeah, tell us more about
Great
that.
start. Great start.
Yeah, tell us more about that. Really, in excruciating
Oh, my
detail.
marriage?
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy. That's
Mhm.
it.
Oh, yo, that's
the
insane.
excruciating detail.
I would never know. You know, because I'm not married. Taku, are you married?
No, but I've repeatedly made divorce jokes to my girlfriend, and she absolutely loves it. No, she doesn't. She fucking hates it. Okay. Is divorce jokes better or worse than let's get married jokes?
I've had. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
I've had instances where if I say something like silly, what's the word? Like silly, out of pocket. Like my former girlfriend, she'd be like divorce, and I'd be like no.
Yeah. No, that's good. No. Because if you say break up, that's one thing. That's serious. But if you say divorce when you're not married, like, come on.
Yeah.
Now that's peak. That's peak.
Yeah, I mean, if you say divorce, it's less awkward than like saying, "Hey, let's get married" as a joke, Lamau. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I feel like
I
there's
think-
an air of awkwardness to it. If you.
I feel like Doug has single-handedly made divorce jokes funny.
I mean, yeah, that
way
is where I
funnier
rip
than
'em,
Hacky
yeah.
Lee. Yeah, that's like exactly where I get the humor from.
Yeah.
Editor, show the animations.
I mean-
Show it.
Let's be real. I'm probably gonna edit this on the plane to GDC. Like,
Can't believe it.
It's
I
one way to
can't believe
pass
you
the
guys
time.
are going to GDC. This is kind of crazy.
yeah, dude.
Well,
Game's not quick, right? Joking.
Dude,
Yo.
dude, imagine. Like it's my third year going, right? But like, I'm like every time I go, I have absolutely no capacity to do work, and I have like so much work to do. So I should not be doing this right now, but I really want
Yeah.
to.
That's fine. I've heard
mean-
rumor that GDQ has ongeki cabs in the thing,
How the fuck does
and
that
I'm
work?
so mad.
What is?
That's like the
Oh.
ongeki. I'm so glad you asked. No, I'm not gonna go. into it.
Yeah. What is
Um,
Ongeki? Tell me.
It's a Japanese arcade cab, but they are non-existent in the States, and it's my favorite one. So whenever I get a chance to play it, I go mental. And I'm pretty sure the arcade that does GDQ is Ikigai Arcade. Shout out to Ikigai Arcade. They
What
have
are
a
these
lot of
ads
cool
happening
games.
right now?
No. They're cool, but I
Crazy
think
ads.
they're the ones who provide the games for it, and I know they have an Ongeki cab, so I'm pretty sure that they bring it there. But yeah, I would go there. I don't, but I would.
Okay, well, GDC is different.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah. So we have an actual format, Winter. Fuck, I always flip flop. What should I be calling you? I know
Yeah,
you.
same.
Or America. You want to say my real name? I'm joking.
I don't remember. No, because I always flip flop, and because like I see most people in the server calling you Winter, and then but I like people call me Taku, right? So it's like, well,
Yeah.
So it's just the dynamic of like, okay, well, I guess we're going last.
Yeah,
but
the compound names are confusing. It's just like, which one do you use?
to be fair, that's the beauty of them, because like
Yeah, that's very true.
it's also really nice when like it's like technically PixelTaku is gender neutral, and so it's like when I'm feeling a bit more like that, it's like it feels kind of nice. At the same time though, it's like Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
I was like, internet died. I was like, huh? I was like, well, there it goes.
We do have we
There's
have a general layout of how we envision doing this, right?
Okay.
So we'll just be asking you some questions, because maybe not everyone in D-Cell knows who you are. Because generally in D-Cell we're very tight knit, but we still have like the crowds, right? We have a bunch of the new people coming in from like for actually the game, which is crazy. And then there's us who's
Wait,
been
there's a game?
yeah, right? Yeah, what is that? What the fuck is
Unbeatable game wishlist now?
I've never heard of that. What are you talking about?
Never heard of
I
that.
know,
What
it's
the hell?
crazy.
Oh wait, hold on.
Can't believe
Part of the
it.
Discord is still showing in the call.
Okay. Oh yeah. Quick FedEx.
Yeah. Fuck. I should have grabbed water first. Hold on. I'm grabbing water.
Okay.
You grabbing water?
Tapu, explain the
I'm
format,
drinking
and I hope you'll do a good job.
What?
I'll be back.
Guys, I was never
Explain to me this format.
I was never explained the format. Help. I was just sent to Doc. Don't tell
Oh
Taku
my
though. He doesn't need to
days.
know.
Oh my days.
Yeah, but what I think the format is we have some questions we want to answer specifically for you, as well as some some bits, some fun stuff. It's gonna be a fun time. And in the meantime, we are also going to get some peak medieval town building gameplay on the side. Okay, after my masterful explaining of the format, Taku, since you know the format so well, do you want to start with the first thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have some questions and we have some bits, right?
Okay.
So Miruku, we've talked a lot about unemployment, eh?
Yeah, we have.
Oh yeah. Oh.
We have.
Yeah. Fuck, I should have actually written these out as questions.
My
I just had
days.
general topics, and then
And then you expect me to be like, oh yeah, you know.
Oh,
what
yeah.
to say,
Low-key,
No,
like, free
I
flowing
believe
it.
it. Miruku, how goes that? I guess.
The job search, I guess, for like finding
Yeah,
a job.
cool.
Well,
Because you were a bartender before, right?
of course, yes. It's honestly not going as well as I planned out. As depressing as it sounds, it genuinely does sound depressing, but I did have an interview a few days ago, so I
Hey,
have
let's get it.
it was thankfully for a thing here in Canada we call hiring day, so hopefully my chances are up.
Okay.
But if not, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I still have money. Fortunately enough, I still do.
Yeah, you
And I have people to fall back on, thankfully.
yeah, that is very
Well,
fortunate.
hopefully I do get a job. Yeah, hopefully I do get this job, because I do want to do Japan 2026, as I dare say myself.
Ooh.
Dude, go for the do the thing where you teach English in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
the-
I'm like, I might not be a good teacher, but fuck it.
What are the top 3 things on the docket if you did Japan 2026?
Well, the thing is I've already been to Japan. I'm mainly going back there for hopefully a month. I do want to visit some historical sites, mainly like Kyoto again.
Kyoto's so
Maybe,
cool.
like where the Shogun has been made and stuff like that. I do want to visit a lot of historical stuff this time.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
With-
Kyoto.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Kyoto is so cool. Like I've also been to Japan, and I am intending to go back as well. And Kyoto is like by far my favorite part of the trip. It's
Yeah.
awesome there.
Kyoto is such a beautiful place. Unfortunately, there are some tourists there that cannot respect areas, but I won't talk about that.
We don't-
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah, I plan on, of course, visiting Kyoto again. I do want to explore a little bit of the countryside, but since it's gonna be, mostly my sister and I going, I'll leave most of the itinerary up to her. But she knows I love my historical sites, so what can I say? I like history. I just can't remember. So if anyone ever asks me a question about history, I'm like, yeah, I like it. I just don't know.
Yeah, I feel like history has to be like entertaining. Like for example, like abolition, like in America is so funny to me because just of all the ridiculous stories. But if like someone asks me about
What
like
the fuck?
the history of World War One, like I don't remember
Yeah.
any of it.
Dude.
I know that movie 1812.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. You know your War of 1812, dog. When I was learning history, like we got so like every American history class for the most part goes up to like World War II and then just stops there. At
Yeah,
least
yeah.
it's how that's how it feels, right? And then
No,
so
that's pretty much how it is.
I finally got like into a history class that was gonna go beyond that, and then COVID hit, and so they cut it off.
No.
So I
But,
barely know anything beyond I think like the 50s or
No,
60s.
I dead ass had a teacher who we got up to that World War II part. He's like, all right, for your final project, I don't think World War II is as important as what happens after World War II. So you're gonna have a project the project about anything you want. It just has to be after World War II, and we did not even cover World War II. It was like literally the time skip arc. Okay, half of this section is gonna have to be cut.
Disclaimer: D-Cell Games does not endorse any of the shit we're saying. It is not reflective of any of their opinions or views.
I think
Please
Sorry,
don't
hold on.
fire us.
Separate-
I think everything after the words military-industrial complex is getting cut out from this.
Maybe, yeah, I might actually have to. You know, okay, let's get back to what we.
Yeah, let's get back to the next question
Yeah.
on,
Yeah, yeah,
on our docket. Yeah.
I'll go real quick back to bartending because I feel like some of you got some cool shit to say about that. Like,
Yeah.
because
Oh.
like, do you end up having to actually act as like people's therapist and shit? Or is that like a media thing?
So unfortunately, I am the wrong person to ask, but I mainly worked back bar, so I never really got to talk to a lot of people apart from the servers that come by. But we do have like every now and then like customers come back here and just record me mixing drinks, which is very
Ooh.
very interesting.
Huh.
Usually they're tourists, but it is very interesting when a nice lady walks up to you and says, "Oh, can I?" Like a nice old lady, and then she's like, "Can I record you mixing a drink for my son?" Or like yeah, like mixing drinks and shit. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it, why not? It's very wholesome. But I do have some stories from when I was a bar support, so front bar
Ooh,
support.
go on.
Ooh,
Because
okay,
I kind
okay.
of did both as a bartender and front bar support.
Real quick, can you
But it
explain the
was
difference real
great.
quick? Because I don't
Yeah.
drink.
For
So-
for the viewers, obviously for the
Yeah,
viewers,
yeah,
yeah.
because we know.
Because we know we're so cool like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So certain restaurants have like different names for it, but in my restaurant we specifically called it a back bar. We had back bar, front bar, and bar support. I can't say the actual name because that means people can actually figure out where I used to work, and I don't want that.
Yeah, let's not
So,
dox us. Let's not
I won't
dox
say
us.
it.
As much as I tend to, let's
but,
not dox us.
Yeah, as much as you do. Let's not. But so difference between back bar is that we work in the we have a bar area like a lounge, and then we have the dining room. So first I have to get into the difference between those two, but to put it simply, it's just literally just two different places. The lounge is like it has all like the TVs for like hockey games. 'Cause, Canadians are low key kind of like hockey maniacs, and I say that myself because I love hockey. But we have like it's just mostly where all the TVs people go there to drink. They can sit around the bar. That's what makes it the lounge. So there's like less seating for like families and more like offices. Like people who work in offices who just want to chill out after a long day.
Huh.
And of course the dining room is, the dining room, the closest to the kitchen and stuff like that. So I mostly bartended for the people in the dining room. Uh so that's back bar. Front bar, of course, like I said, you work in the lounge. And front bar support is basically the most like laborious job that there is for that specific role. So you don't mix drinks, but if you are a bartender, like you were trained to do it, you were allowed to mix drinks or like serve beer and stuff like that to help out the bartenders. But if you couldn't, you mostly did the job of changing kegs to like changing the keg line. So like let's say if we ran out of what's a beer? I'll just say like an ale, or not really an ale, but yeah, I'll just say an ale.
Miruku, what's
Let's
a
say we
beer,
ran out of the
Miruku?
ale. What's a beer?
Beer or
Oh
two.
fuck. Oh, I can say sometimes, but I'll just say like a pale ale. a pale ale, like, let's say a pale ale ran out, they'll tell us like, hey, can you go change it? That's what we would do. We would just run to the back, or speed walk, because we can't really run in the dining room because it doesn't look professional. But we would walk to the back, we would change the kegs, and mind you, these kegs are heavy as hell. They're like 50 pounds, which is pretty heavy, and it feels like and it's also metal too, which if you guys ever held metal in your life, you'd have that like bad smell of like like cold metal on your hand. It's really bad. It's one of the worst smells I've ever had. And I say that working downtown, by the way, downtown where specifically people are. But that's really about it. That's the differences between those. Is that back bar, dining, front bar, the lounge, and then bar support. You just help the bartenders at the front. That's it. Um, well, that's really the gist of it. So thankfully, I'm not strictly under NDA to say any of this. I'm joking, but
There's an NDA in bartending.
Are there is
No,
there
no,
an
no, no.
NDA?
It's
What
usually
happens in the bar
professionality.
stays in the
It's
bar.
usually just like professionality, but I can share some, but it's not specifically stories from other customers, mainly because I actually can't delve into stories of customers.
No, yeah,
Not
sure.
for like
That's
NDA
fair.
reasons,
Yeah.
but like just for like the fact that it's kind
Integrity.
of
Yeah,
unprofessional.
no, we wouldn't
Yeah.
expect
Yeah.
that of you.
But there was fuck, this kind of getting to the okay. I won't get into the gruesome part of it. I'm saying that like I saw a dead rat in downtown, but I wouldn't put it past myself if I did see it.
Uh-huh.
But I do have a story. This was like probably my second or third week of training at the bar. But so I was coming in for a shift at the bar, and unfortunately downtown there is unfortunately a lot of homeless people downtown, because I'm also close to a street well known for its homeless people. Uh, and no, it's not Skid Row, by the way.
Whoa. Whoa.
What we say? It's not Skid Row, but so the thing is that homeless people, at least here in I can say it, Vancouver, they're pretty chill as long as treat them like humans.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out. Don't worry.
Yeah, we can bleep it
I
out.
mean, it's Vancouver. It's a major city.
Okay.
Okay.
But how do you call it? So basically, homeless people are really chill, like at least downtown, because they don't bother you as long as you don't bother them. They might like every now and then ask you if you have something, but if you just say no, they won't like pester you about it. But so there was one time, because our like staff always enters through like the back or the front, depending how you feel. If you're cool like that, um, there was one time where we had these two homeless guys. They're always in the back. They're always there, and none of us really paid attention to them because we don't want to like get in trouble.
Mhm.
But at one point, I forgot what I think this was. Oh, this was during the blistering hot summer, by the way. This is during like one of the hottest times here in Vancouver, and basically, I'm fucking dead. And basically,
Ah.
what happened was there was this odd smell coming from the back. And mind you, this was just when we opened. I finished all my prep for like drinks and stuff like that. I finished up, just the pre-checks and everything, making sure everything is fresh. And basically, there was this weird smell coming from the back. And I was wondering, because the chef smelled it too. And we're like, yo, what's going on? Because like it smells pretty bad. I can smell it from the bar. And it turns out one of the homeless guys in the back decided to take a straight fucking dookie on our door.
Oh.
What
Oh.
the
Like
fuck?
on our staff entrance door. And fuck, it was in the middle of the summer too. So it smelled even worse, slog. I don't know. I cannot describe to you how I felt for 3 days. But it was pretty fucking nasty. It was the first time I saw my manager leave and come back with a power washer to like
Holy
Oh
clean
my
it.
god.
I was
Yo,
like, God.
Wait, so you didn't know you had the
And
power washer? It just appeared with it?
Yeah.
You're like,
The
I
thing
played
is-
this game before.
Yeah, I played this game before. I've played these games before.
Oh.
But the thing is, it's like, it's like, how do you call it? It like, it's not unheard of for a homeless person to, relieve themselves in the back. But, like, usually they do it in a corner. This was, like, on our door, like, where we entered. And I'm gonna be real, after that day, I never entered through the back. No matter how
Ooh.
clean it was, like, I'm never going back there.
No,
It
honestly,
was that bad.
no. That's. I understand the scarring for life, like kind of experience. Like
Yeah.
someone told me like one time they saw like a guy just like just whipping out his you know what, and peeing in the middle of a popular street where I live. You know,
Yeah.
no mind for anyone. Even smiling at my friend while doing it, it was.
Dude, this podcast
Oh
is off to
yeah,
a great start. We talk about
yeah.
war, politics, and taking a fat shit.
Yeah. I mean, we can always switch
It's okay.
topics.
People know me for my my vulgarness in the chat, so it's okay.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
But
It's just crazy that that's
one
your
for-
go-to story.
Well, because that's like the most memorable I have, like in terms of bartending. Okay, well, to be real, bartending, if not, can be the most chillest job ever. There's not a lot of things that could happen while bartending, unless if someone like comes in and fucking robs a bank. But that's a different story. I'm joking. That never happened.
I hope
Yeah.
not. You're not mixing drinks,
God.
changing lives. You know that shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was mixing drinks, but I was not changing shit, dog. I was not Jill.
Well, I mean, you were cleaning
From
them, so
the-
it counts. It counts.
Yeah. Was cleaning them out of their money.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dude, drinks are fucking expensive. Why are drinks so expensive though? Like for real though.
Okay. Well,
Money.
I actually was told why it was super expensive. But it mostly has to come across with import costs, like import cost of drinks. And the thing is like
Oh.
we spend thousands of dollars on like actual mixers for like drinks and stuff like that. Like so of course like when you go to a bar, you have your go-to drinks, like you have your vodka, you have your gin, you have
Yeah.
your like whiskey and stuff like that, but there's a lot of things that go more into cocktails. So specifically a whiskey sour. This is really easy to make. It's pretty much like don't worry, I'm not like telling you recipes, but this is like genuinely how everyone makes it.
I think it'd be fine if you told us recipes. I think.
Yeah, I don't think it matters
Yeah.
if you told us the
Well,
recipe how to make a
yeah,
cocktail.
it's only like specifically like I don't. There's not really any like
Unless,
special drinks.
unless these are NDA.
I make them at home all the time, but so whiskey sour is pretty easy. It's like it depends where you make it, but it's mostly Angostura bitters, like 2 droplets of it, and egg whites,
Oh.
like an ounce of egg whites, and then the rest of it is like whiskey and then brown sugar. So there's that comes into it, and
Wait,
usually
you
it depends
cook
on
the egg-
what like they use. Oh, the egg
You
whites?
cook
No,
the
it
egg?
goes in. It goes in raw, bro.
Oh,
I don't know what to
oh.
Is there risk of
Doesn't
that?
matter.
Because like at least American eggs are pasteurized, so I'm safe. I feel confident enough to eat those.
Yeah, it's fine. It won't give you like how to call it.
Salmonella.
It won't give you like
Salmonella.
a salmonella. Well, if it's called salmonella, how come you can get it from eggs? That's the question I'm asking. Chicken.
I don't know. Chicken.
I don't know, salmon?
Chicken. Chimkin.
Chicken.
But
Chimkin nugs.
you know, it's nothing bad. It's always like import, and it also depends on the alcohol that they use. That's why it's super
Yeah.
expensive. Most popular being like, well, if you're from Canada, there's the Canadian Royale drink, which is, by the way, really nice. I like it. There's you can always use Jack Daniel's whiskey,
Mm.
but that's like pretty. I'm gonna say this low quality,
Yeah.
but seeing like the costs of how much it is to get like drinks to like certain types of like mixers like spirits and stuff like that, it is really expensive. Like
Mm.
it's actually kind of crazy how much they spend like for those mixers alone. I'm like it's like thousands and thousands of dollars,
What
and then
the
like
shit?
delivery, and then sometimes
Well, it
like
makes sense.
we also have like kind of off the menu drinks like Johnny Walkers, stuff like that you wouldn't use in regular drinks. You just have
Oh,
like,
just like
Johnny
you have
Walker.
it as is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you have it as is.
Oh, okay.
We also
okay.
sometimes order like some pretty expensive alcohol too, like fuck, what is that? I'm trying to remember, but there's this one drink that's in like a really nice like jar, not jar. What's it called? Bottle. It's like a glass bottle, ceramic bottle, really well made, white and blue, and has a bell at the top of it that you can like hit, and it makes a little tick sound. It's really nice.
Ooh,
What?
It's one of my favorite
Why?
things.
why not? It's
I don't know,
classy.
but alcoholics are kind of low key crazy. I'd fucking do it.
Okay,
too.
you know what?
Yeah.
Drunk that probably does go hard. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
It goes hard,
Ding,
but,
ding, ding, ding.
big gremlin.
it does get super expensive. with the stuff that we make.
I forgot to tell you, in honor of this being the bartending episode, we all have to take a shot every 5 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can do that, but I don't have.
I can't.
I don't
I'm
have
not
alcohol
able-
and I don't drink, but I
can't.
theoretically have the ability and means to do that.
Out of curiosity,
too.
what is the worst drink you've ever had to mix?
It's less of a drink and more of a shot. And
Okay.
the thing is I do this every birthday. No, if it's my birthday, if it's someone else's birthday, like with my close friends, it's called a prairie shot. Here, I have the notes on how to make it on my
Oh dear.
phone. So the prairie shot. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Nope.
By any
No.
chance?
No.
Okay, this will be the first time you've heard of it. It's one of my, if not one of my favorite shots to make for my friend's birthday, or ask a server if they can make prairie shots. So what it basically is, it's tequila and hot sauce, specifically Tabasco. That's all it is. It's Tabasco and tequila. You put it in a
Don't-
shot, an ounce of tequila, and you just one dollop of Tabasco, and you shot it down.
It's not that
love,
bad.
Okay, I love Tabasco, but I could not see that going well with whiskey. Hello.
As a
No,
dr-
I think
in a
okay. I
drink,
don't know. I don't know what it
it
tastes
le-
like.
It leaves a burn. It's tequila, so it leaves a burn aftertaste in your like throat.
Oh
It's
god.
really
Oh,
bad.
that's
Oh, right.
awful.
It also
Oh.
it tastes even worse, dude.
Wait.
But I
Miruku,
love having it with my friends.
you know what
Yeah.
a stuntman shot is, right?
Oh, the stuff.
Actually, no, I think I've heard of it. I think I've heard of it. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
it's
I've
when
heard of it,
you.
but I-
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God,
So
you
want to explain it,
explain
Tom?
it.
You want to explain?
No, you'll know better than I will.
Alright. So I mean, I'm just taking it from probably the same video that you did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's okay. So you know tequila usually like have like salt on the rim, right, and like a lime or whatever. That's tequila,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
What you do for a stuntman shot is you snort the salt, squeeze the lemon into your eyes, and then take the shot.
Oh, yeah, no, I've heard of it.
Here's the segue. I'm gonna be like, here we can. In case we cut out the other one, hey, we technical difficulties solved. Now we're gonna move on to our next topic. Talkie, what's our next topic?
Okay, you know what? I don't know why it took me a
This is
second to
so
process
tough.
what you said. Okay, you know what? Let's just do actually. I'm gonna make this easy on me. Clean break. Yeah.
Take three. All right.
Take three.
moving
All right,
on to our
welcome
next
back.
Section. Okay, fuck. Okay. You do it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Fuck. Welcome back, everybody, to our next segment. We like to call Ice Age.
Let's go.
And there'll be a really cool sound effect there.
It's gonna be like crackling and freezing. There's gonna be like a ice cube block somewhere. on the
It'll be
screen.
me shuffling around the ice cube tray.
Yeah.
So we joined the server in like 2020, spring of 2021, right? All of us here actually. And so
Okay.
there's a lot of lore going behind Unbeatable, even before us, but we helped establish a lot of it with the icebergs. I personally worked on Iceberg 2 with the Council TM and Iceberg 3. And so what we're gonna do is look back on one or some of the things on the iceberg, and then get some maybe insider scoops or whatnot. You know?
I think the best thing to do is to hit on at least like one thing from each level, or the things that Winter is involved in specifically.
Here's the thing. I've
I don't
asked this
think- the
before,
thing
and Winter isn't involved in much.
Whoa! How dare you?
I'm
That,
actually
that
gonna-
is very true, though.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not
I know.
involved.
Yeah,
in a
let me
lot of
grab all
things,
the
but-
icebergs, because I do need all of them to be sure.
Silly Taku. Every iceberg is on this one.
That is true, because the icebergs are just on each other, and that's the best bit. But yeah, here, Tommy, look through them and see if there's anything that's relevant.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna go pick a random.
I'm gonna be so real. I barely remember Iceberg 1 and Iceberg 2. I do know most of Iceberg 3, but the first two are
Most of Iceberg 3 is a strong
the first-
statement.
the first. Okay, hold on. No, that's a lie. I would say confidently, I know 60% of what's on Iceberg 3, at least. I do not know anything on Iceberg 1 besides like two things. I know some of Iceberg 2, not a lot, some of it.
Okay, you just want to go random one then?
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if we picked one that like Miruku just like does not know, and we just talk about it so fondly.
I do think it's sorry.
I mean,
Shrimp Chat. I remember Shrimp Chat. Shrimp Chat is like the one. Shrimp Chat was so good. Oh, that was so funny. I don't know. Do you either of you two remember Shrimp Chat?
I remember it vaguely. I don't remember it too much.
I was lurking for my first few months. So if that was in the first few months, I probably didn't remember.
It probably was. I'll give you the history lesson because this
Is
is
this on Iceberg
probably my
1?
favorite
Hold on.
event. It's on Iceberg 2.
Iceberg 2.
It's
Okay, let me
where
put it
is
on screen.
Yeah, it's like I would say that's where it would be. Basically, everyone was just kind of chilling. You know, it was an average day in Unbeatable. People were grinding away or whatever it is they do in the Unbeatable server. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was also kind of lurking at that time. But someone sends a link and is like, "Hey, Garagura is streaming Unbeatable White
Oh,
Label," and
right!
everyone goes, "Holy
Fuck!
shit!" And so what happens is that there's basically what forms is the equivalent of a Twitch chat in the general channel of the Unbeatable server while everyone is watching Garagura play Unbeatable.
No,
Oh
I
my
remember now.
God.
I remember now. I remember now.
Yeah.
That was a big night.
Yeah. It was a big night, and I remember I think it was DV specifically. Changed the name of that channel to Shrimp General. This is before the second general channel existed. I'm pretty sure he changed
It
the name
was,
of
it
that
was.
channel to Shrimp General for the rest of the night, which was really funny. I have an edit still actually on my computer. I would send it, but you know, lack
Is it
of a
in-
keyboard.
Is it in memes?
Wait, I might. No.
Yeah, just send it to me later. Just send it to me later, and then I'll edit it in.
Miruku, if you had to guess, what is the lowest event on this iceberg that you think you were in?
Lowest event?
Without looking at the icebergs, like if you just had to like guess at an event that.
Okay,
would be
you
low.
can't ask that of people. There's so much. Okay, let me pull up Iceberg 3 on the street.
But then, but that's the fun. It becomes like a Where's Waldo of like trying to find it. Very good.
Man, that's really hard. Is the Garfield cart on the iceberg?
Yeah,
we
I
can-
actually did look
yes,
a little bit.
we can talk about
Yes.
Garfield Kart for sure. Don't worry.
Oh, Garfield
But I
Kart.
was only on that one for the training arc. Unfortunately, not for the actual stream itself, because I was working that day, and I was coming back to work when you guys were streaming it. So
Oh.
I remember that.
I found it. Here it is. Yeah, it's on the iceberg.
Were you in both tournaments, or you were just for the first?
There
I was
two
only there for the
tournaments?
first one.
Wait, there was two.
Yeah, there was two. Okay, to be fair, Garfield Kart 2 was really scuffed because I can talk a little bit about this actually. So this is
Wait. Oh, I remember. Yes.
this
sorry.
is
Yes,
deep
I remember.
lore, and I still have it installed on
Okay.
my computer.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go into it too much because someone isn't here at the moment. But this is at the very bottom called the HBCA, the High Budget Control Application. This was a marvelous piece of tech that someone Chan made, that would sync up everyone's streams to my OBS.
I remember the HBCA. I think someone Chan still uses it because I remember I was helping set up for I think it was the Unbeatable 23.
Yes.
And they were like, "Can you help me out and like stream it?" I was like, "Sure." So like, yes, I do know the HBCA, but yes,
Yeah.
keep going.
That's the cool thing. The prototype for the HBCA was made for Garfield Kart 2. And then we use it for Unbeatable
That's
23.
So funny. It's so.
Isn't that fucking
That's
sick?
the goated thing.
I do
That's
wait.
so
I think Garfield Kart has like 3 entries on here because one is Garfield Kart, one is HBCA, and I think Room G is also on here, right?
Oh yeah, because Room G is for when we needed a
Room G
chat.
was made specifically for Garfield chat. I think it was deleted. Like I don't see it.
I
anymore.
hope it wasn't
It's
deleted. I hope it's just archived and we can't see it. 'Cause- Dude,
yeah.
rest in peace, Johnny Text though. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's I do remember. I'm gonna. It's a little late. I'm gonna apologize because I was in my loud and proud era where I thought being loud and talking all the time was super funny. And then I realized it isn't. But I'm like, I never watched the video, but I assume I'm like yapping over it for like a whole hour.
Hey, don't worry. Okay, here's the thing. Garfield Kart 1, the video for that, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have time to edit it, and so I just asked
Okay.
EV to edit it. And he doesn't really. He didn't
I
really know how to
remember
edit
this.
it.
I remember that. I would
I
come in
remember
and
this.
The
say-
agreement for
I
him,
remember the
the
video,
agreement for him editing it was that I would do Garfield Kart 2, because he was asking for it, right? And then so I was like, okay, if you can edit it, and if you edit whatever other videos, I'll pay you. And so he edited that, and then he never worked on any more videos, so I could never pay him. So
You know what?
I'm in the good
But-
technically, but like I'm just saying he dropped a bag
Yeah.
that was potentially
You-
there.
You know what's
SMHEV.
what's funny? This game not drop until it's complete. When this was made, I was like, oh, I don't know if that deserves to be like top of the whole thing. I think that's like maybe on the second level, like at the very bottom, like almost going under. And it's amazing how that's only become more and more relevant as time has passed. Like it's the one thing I think that even if you're new to the server, I think that's the one thing that everyone knows about on this entire thing. Because like you ask anyone new, like they're not gonna know about most of these things. You asked about this game not dropping until it's complete, they're gonna know about this game not dropping until it's
Oh yeah. I mean, some things just have more prominence than others. Like, I guess okay, technically, fuck, how do you say the Garfield image? I have to like make it big to read
Which
it.
one? There's multiple.
The oven one.
Oh, why do you call it oven when you oven the cold food of that hot eat the food?
You knew that
I
off the
remember
top
that.
of your head.
Yes.
What
That's actually kind of crazy.
That's crazy. No, I know Catboy knows it too, but I'm like, but that's Catboy, right?
But I might have it wrong because every time I say it in a VC with Catboy, Catboy yells at me that I get it wrong, but I'm so sure I'm right.
Now I gotta
don't
check.
know.
Hold on.
No, because there's someone
Oh
turned
my
it into
days.
like a jingle, right? And so I learned it by the jingle because the jingle's like, why do they? Oh, my voice is bad right now. Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food of out hot eat the food?
That's
how I
correct. That's
memorized
correct.
it.
That's
Let's
correct.
go. I'm so back. I'm so back. Yeah, I don't know. I cram stuff like that in my head, like you know the Eggman speech from Real Time Fandubs.
No fucking way.
Known all of it by memory for years. I can recite it right now. I just don't know if you want to spend the time on it.
Winter, it's your episode. Do you want to hear it?
Oh man, low-key, I kind of want to.
All right, I
I'm
got
not gonna
this.
lie.
Let's see if I still got it. Every time, like I don't know if I got it. I still have it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to do the cadence as well. Excuse me. I'm gonna make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife. That's right. He took his fucking hedgehog quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call out post to my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you've got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. Tall points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that. It looks like two balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right. This is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. How you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot. You have 23 hours before the piss drop. I can't do the fucking roll. The droplets hit the fucking
Droplets.
Get to my sight before I piss on you too. That's the whole thing.
Holy shit, cinema!
I
Oh.
I feel like if you were to make me high by eating a weed brownie, this is exactly what I'd imagine would happen if you're in my
Yeah.
like.
I don't know why I can
character
memorize
for a bit.
stuff like that. I've just always had a knack for it, and then I can remember it like years later if it's like funny enough, like that and the oven cold food.
I mean,
At least you can remember stuff like that. I only remember like the most pettiest things about certain people.
That's fair. By the way, still do not understand that Garfield thing. Like I've tried to understand it for years. I know what it is. Like the why do you call it oven when you oven the cold food about how to eat the food? But I have no clue what it means. Some people are like, "Oh, I get it now." I've never understood it. What does it mean? Does anyone know?
are you asking us to explain
know.
the literal text of why do they call it?
No, yes, because I don't understand what the fuck John
Oh,
R.
I gotta
was
pull it. I gotta
saying.
make it the iceberg big again so I can see it.
Why do they call
Moreover,
it?
we still
oven?
haven't found anything that Miruku is like directly tied to. Which is
Well,
the
you,
point of
wrote,
this.
like, you wrote down undateable, which I remember. Undateable,
Okay, we could
kind
talk
of.
about Undateable.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about that.
We can talk about Undateable. Okay. Miruku, do you want to explain what
Fuck
Undateable
you.
is?
Oh, you know what? I mean,
It's been so fucking long since I've like talked about Undateable. I'll try and like. I don't think I can remember as well.
oh my god. Sorry, I have something
Shit.
funny. I have something funny to share afterwards, or if you want to remember, I can share it now.
Give me some time to remember it.
Yeah.
and then,
That's crazy.
share
Okay.
your thing.
So there is one thing on here that I think technically Winter knows, which is Vivid Stasis, because yo, shout out Vivid Stasis, great game. But
It's another app.
the funny thing is, whenever they release new chapters, I decide, the most logical course of action is to start playing at like 7 p.m. And a regular person would be like, okay, surely you can get through all the new content of a chapter in like, 5 hours, right? When I want to go to bed, which is midnight.
Uh-huh.
Surely that's enough time, right? That's what I think every single time I do it. And then I get to the fucking part of the chapter where you have to solve the puzzles. And at this point, I'm so tired because I've had to like grind through like 30 charts of music and just like play them to get to the unlock stuff. And I have to lock in for the story and everything. And every time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go do this in a VC, and Winter is always the only person that's online. I'm like, all right, fuck.
That's
crazy. And Winter literally hears me complain for close to like 2 hours. I go to like 2 a.m. because I do not go to sleep until I solve the puzzle and or beat the song. And I'm literally just like complaining about every aspect of the game. Meanwhile, like when I'm like right now, I'm like, oh, I love the game. It's so good. Whatever. I don't have many complaints about it. But literally, I literally like vocally, I'm just all I'm doing is complaining, and I'm so sorry. That's like literally that is all I do.
It's okay. I love listening to people talk about shit.
That's
Yeah,
crazy, dude.
Yes, so that is one thing on the iceberg that Winter is familiar with, although I'm not sure. in
That's the
sense that
most
it's supposed to be.
tangential way to get there, and I do love that. that that's it. Dude, I can't get that far in Vivid Stasis because like every time I try to play it, I'm like, shit, right? I gotta grind this shit, and then I'm like,
I know, right? And then the weird thing is that and I only learned like okay, so there's a there's a user manual in the game, which surprise is actually kind of helpful to read because that's why I learned. Oh, you can play on a setting of the game that makes you easier to grind the story batteries. No one told me this. That's so strange. It cuts down the time drastically.
shit.
If you didn't know about it, you should try again with that.
Cheryl, why you gotta do this, dude? I've met Cheryl, and I'm like, so I feel really bad. I'm like, oh, fuck. And like I know I've asked them to like if I could work on their game.
Yeah,
you know?
see,
I'm like, fuck.
I have complaints about Vivid Stasis, but then like it's all overshadowed by the. Okay, here's the thing, because it's in early access, right? So everything. When games say that and they say, "Oh yeah, stuff could change," you're like, "Oh yeah, stuff could change," but like it won't be that major, right? But then like with Vivid Stasis, it actually is like pretty major. Like every time, there's always some new change, and it always like resets the progress. Like it used to be, every collab song was available to you from the get go. And now it's like you need to play through like an hour to 2 hours worth of songs to unlock the collab song you want to play with the new mode or whatever.
I do remember.
And
that.
it's like it's a fun mode and I enjoy it, but you might want to cut this out because I don't really want to shit talk Vivid Stasis on here. But
man, he just
should we?
company dropped so many slurs. Holy shit!
Oh my
What do you-
god!
Oh my
Dude,
god!
I
dude,
do that. That's
Oh
crazy.
fuck! It's so good we cut that out. Otherwise, I might have leaked that Vivid Stasis was winning 1 more billion awards this year at the what's the next
At the
Game Awards
Grammys?
thing? The Grammys, yeah, that one.
Hey, if they look, I'm going to GDC. If they're not in the fucking IGFs, I will complain. How about that?
Yeah, real. Okay, should we move to our next section? I think.
Well,
I
no,
think
we were
we've
talking
spent
about Undateable, right?
Yeah,
enough-
we're talking about
Undateable.
Undateable.
I forgot about Undateable. Yeah.
So, if I remember, it used to be, or you know, it technically still is because I can't say used to be because nothing has changed.
Oh,
That
that
was
hurts.
kind of rude of me. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm still waiting. I'm joking. But basically, if I remember, it was a in the name. It's really in the name. It was a dating game, a dating sim.
Oh,
And if I remember, Haru was the main character of it. At least if I remember that right. Haru was the main character of it, and it was a whole bunch of characters from a lot of people from. Well, can I really say a lot of people? More so, a handful of people from the D-Cell Discord server. I can't remember if a majority of them were mods, but I think at the time, yeah. Were mods?
I don't
Actually,
think
well,
someone
they-
was a mod at the time. I don't think so. Yeah, but it started because I wanted to run. For the longest, I still want to do this. I wanted to run a game jam in D-Cell, and I kind of put an idea out there. And then I come back to general chat like maybe like 3 hours later, and then Yarsh has everyone up in a tizzy about like they'd be like, Taku, what if we all made a visual novel? And then I was like, okay, and then, so that's how that started. And then so it was a lot of us learning how to do this kind of stuff for the first time. Because like I was still a youngin in terms of making games, right?
Yeah.
So
I remember this.
So I was really excited to like try to work on a project with everyone. But we kind of ended up a lot of stuff was just done by committee, which like in theory makes sense, but in practice it just means like it's a lot of mishmash and conflicting visions. And as well, like some people just didn't have the capacity necessarily to actually commit to a project. Like we were like casting like writers, remember? And so we had to actually like assign
I remember
hope.
that.
We had to assign homework. I was like, shit, I gotta read through I gotta grade homework.
Yeah, you had the homework thing. I remember. I think I didn't really help out as much. If anything, I really just sent in like a really shitty made like character from like a website because I honestly at the time I don't really have art skills, so I just said, fuck it, I'll just use like a character maker or something to make it. If I remember my character was aptly named Tuna because that was my other OC's name at the
Holy
time.
shit, I remember that. You want to pull?
Yeah,
Wait, I have an
Tuna
image.
T.
I have an image.
Yeah, you have the image. Funny enough, she was my XCOM character. She was specifically the healer to my main group, so that's why I used it. I was like, fuck it. I do have pre-written lore for her, so fuck it.
Oh wait, I had
But,
more
yeah,
images than
no,
this. Wait,
those are-
shit, I had more
yeah.
images than this. Tuna.
I think I only sent it like a handful, but they were mostly like the same or like different variations of her and like different character creators.
I have a character sheet by Ado, so I swear there are more. I'm pretty sure there was another image of this, but I'll just pull up this one for now.
Yeah, but it was a pretty interesting time too.
No,
You're making
I still want to make
Yeah.
a visual novel. To be honest, like I think it would just be fun, you know?
Yeah, well, you still have the framework for it, so
Yeah. So
it's
like at
there.
the end of it, I was just like I didn't want to like kill it off because I felt sad, right?
Yeah.
Obviously no one's worked on it, but you know, there's the image by the way. But you know, so I was just kind of like, okay, you know what? We did all this work, and I'm happy enough with what we did, even though it's kind of sad that we didn't get that far in. So I was like, I'll
Yeah.
leave it open if people do want to work on it, and obviously no one's worked on it, but like you know, I do kind of one day want to go back to if not Undateable, just like a visual novel to try to do
A visual
something.
novel, yeah.
And I do enjoy working with the people in D-Cell, like on like whatever, you know, like this kind of thing. Like I thought it was like a fucking like I think Vivian was the one that came up with this idea, or like we've been joking about the Entrapment Pod for a while, you know.
Yeah.
But they're the one that proposed it for April Fools. So
Damn.
yeah, but yeah, this is like no one knows about this nowadays, right? Like
Yeah, of course. Every time when someone or like if anyone would ask what Undateable is, we'll be like, yeah.
yeah, it was a time. Look, we know better now.
It was a thought.
I think
Yeah, we know better now.
I think if you like called down the team and had like also the decision to make Haru the main character was a pretty controversial one, I remember. Because like that was decided by on like a kind of tight vote.
Oh yeah.
Because we thought like, it's kind of funny, and also Haru is polyamorous, so we thought it fit.
I don't think I was there for the. Actually, no. I think I was there for the vote because I remember. Fuck. How did I get into Undateable again? I think I was just I just made the joke about let me be in there.
Yeah, but also I
can't
remember
really
I remember I got bogged down a lot by like systems design because I was really like heavy into that
Yeah.
stuff at the time, and so like I obviously like I will take blame for like whatever went wrong with whatever you know, but I legitimately think if nowadays we try to do that again, if we like had more like concise vision and like a strict timeline to do it, I think it would be a
Yeah.
hella fun thing to do. How if that manifests at all in any way is up for you know to see.
Up for debate. Up to time, really.
So yeah, it's up to time because like, you know we gotta get jobs.
Yeah, we gotta get jobs. I need money, so I can do Japan 2026.
Japan 2026. But you didn't mention what job you were going for, like the kind.
I think I'm still going for bartending, or
Okay,
still another restaurant job. Mainly because I do miss. I'm a psychopath for saying this apparently, but I miss the absolute like ass rail of like the morning rush. I absolutely miss like early morning rush to serve food, and then like late night rush like after that.
What are you doing in the morning? You're a bartender.
Well, the bartending it gets pretty busy. Sorry, give me a sec. Sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, that's. I just had food in my mouth. But not very professional.
No,
to say
to be
myself.
fair, I have a bag of pretzels right next to me, and I'm like, fuck, I want to snack on this so bad.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I ate dinner right before this though, so.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm still going for bartending. If the worst comes to worst and I don't actually like find a job by then, or by August, I do plan on going back to school.
Oh
So,
shit.
well, that's one thing.
What
Because
do
I'm like, well, if I don't find a job, I might as well just force myself to go to school. You know,
what would you go for?
it strays away from bartending, but absolutely in the medical sector. Medical sector, or I might
No!
take, or I'll
No!
take, yeah, unfortunate.
What are you
Or I would
talking about?
take UI UX with my sister, and then try and get into like an office job,
Okay.
which is even worse. But like that's still far away from the Filipino you need to become a nurse type job, you know?
No, like, yeah, like, come on, you can't fall in. Literally, my entire family, and I kid you not, my entire family is in the medical field. It's like,
Yeah.
my parents are nurses. My older sister is in medical school. My younger brother is an undergrad trying to go into medical school. All my numerous cousins are in medical school. I think the only person I can like say that isn't in medical school or like isn't in like that kind of stuff besides myself, I'm fucking games,
Yeah.
is my grandpa who did electrical engineering, I think, because he would tell me stories about like his company like sending him around to do like management or something for electricity. I don't fucking remember. It was like a really long time ago, but I remember thinking he was like so
Oh, yeah.
fucking cool for it. Because like he would,
I'm
and then
back, chat.
yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Because I'm talking about how my grandpa was a cool not person in medical school. Like, not to shade, not to diss people like to go to medical school, to be clear, because like it's a lot of work. You're doing a good thing theoretically. I'm saying theoretically because at least Canada's different, but Tommy and I at least live in America, and the medical
Ooh,
industry is
okay.
fucked.
This
But-
is the most podcast that has ever podcasted my entire life.
This is the most. Hey, dude. Listen. Of all the podcasts I've listened to, this is the second highest one. The only one I've listened to is Friends Till Death, so this becomes second.
Friends Till
place.
Death is great. That's great.
Friends Till Death is the best podcast I've ever listened
It's like
to.
a
It's
minute
also-
long, dude.
The thing is, I
Okay.
do listen to a lot of podcasts. This is as normal as it is for a podcast. They have like they always talk about how like we have topics to talk about, and it always veers off topic.
Yeah.
We
I'm
should
like,
have
this is the most podcast ever.
We should have pulled up an episode of like Bochi the Rock and just reacted to.
Yeah. No, but like, okay, but there was the one Smash Bros. Episode of Friends Till Death. That was like 50 minutes. That was like such a pleasant surprise. Like they just kept
Okay.
going. I was like, oh, this is so cute. And then most of them are like 5 minutes, yeah. But because that's my problem, right? For me with podcasts, like I'm so bored out of my mind. Just listening to like three. I mean, like I don't want to be like three white guys talking, but like it is just kind of like three dudes just like talking, and it's like so boring. All right, Winder, I'm gonna be honest. So we have a sponsor for this segment. But we didn't actually plan anything in advance. We thought it'd be really cute if you could say the sponsor for us. We'll give you some context, of course. But are you willing and able to assist us?
Oh God, I could try.
Okay. So let me check my notes here. Let me just like. Okay, so
You have notes?
I have notes. Hold on one
I didn't
second.
get notes. Where'd you get the notes from?
Our production manager. Okay, so
What the fuck? No, they didn't fucking tell me.
Okay, so the sponsor it's this game called Unbeatable, and what
kind
it
of name is
says
that?
is it's okay. So they requested that we talk about how it is a rhythm game with a unique anime inspired style, and you have to include the catchphrase a game where music is illegal and you do crimes. You have to include that somewhere in the ad read.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so you think you got it?
I think I got it.
All right. We'll go to it. All right, ready?
I clean cut.
Three,
Ready?
3 and 2, 1, action.
All right. Oh shit. So, about this game where you commit crimes by playing music, and damn, I already forgot the catchphrase, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
yeah,
it's
it's
be
okay.
gay, follow the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's kind of like
Remember, you gotta
kinda
shout out the
like,
title though. You gotta shout the title too.
okay. You know what? Let's clean cut that again.
Yeah. You got
yeah.
it. Take two.
Take two.
So today we're sponsored by this amazing game where you be gay and you don't do crime.
Nailed it.
Honestly, I believe it's amazing. It is called Beatable. Oh, sorry, I mean
No.
Unbeatable.
See,
It's called Unbeatable.
Holy shit, that sounds like peak.
Yo, like
This-
yeah,
it genuinely is peak.
dude, tell us more. What is this game about that you're bringing in?
Like I said, it's about being gay and following the law.
Yo,
It's about playing music, and that is, of course, gay and following the law, which is really nice. Um, this game is inspired by many animes, like
Is that like that SpongeBob thing?
I don't really know what anime is. I'm gonna be real with you. I actually don't know what anime is. I think it's like I think it's like Johnny Test. You know?
Oh, I love
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Test. You know,
Okay.
oh, the whip cracks. Hello.
Yo, webcast. Let's go.
That's peak comedy. Loud is funny,
Fine.
guys. Loud is funny.
Yeah, Loud is funny, but that is our sponsor.
okay.
Kind of like anime rhythm game. You know, you like press the buttons on your keyboard. I'm not much of a gamer myself. Like I don't actually play video games.
Yeah, what's on the screen right now? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know what that is.
Is this guy hitting like his vape juice or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's so old fashioned. Upper Deck is in, my guy. Come on.
All right. Let me see here. It also says wish list unbeatable today. Oh, shit's not even out. That's crazy. Wish
Why are we
list
taking money?
unbeatable.
Why are we taking their money?
I don't know.
It's not even
wish
out.
list unbeatable today. And
Wait, we're getting
use
paid for this?
code. Well, yeah. It says use code entrapment for -5% off, and then it says in parentheses they will pay you 5% of the price.
Oh,
extra.
shit. That sounds like a deal. That's a deal.
What a great deal.
That's a deal.
Yeah. So check out beatable. I mean unbeatable today.
Yeah. Thank you for
I think we nailed
Earthbound
it,
for
guys.
sponsoring this video.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey guys, I think we nailed it. I think we nailed it.
I think that's
we got
great.
it.
I think that's great.
That was pretty good.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Unbeatable. A game where music is illegal and you do crimes. 2025. Thanks for waiting. Wish us on Steam, PS5, Xbox Series X. Yeah. Miruku, we talk about food a lot, actually.
We have a
You know
dedicated
me, I'm
food channel.
big
I think
backed
it's
as fuck, like low key.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty big backed.
Wait, what?
What?
Big back. It's a way to say fat without actually saying fat. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
so
trying to be
not.
hip with the kids, guys.
I'm not caught up with Slide these days. I
That's
teach
okay.
Yeah,
seventh
what
grade. I teach seventh graders once a week, and they're fine. But last year when I had seventh graders once a week, bro, I had no clue what they were saying half the time.
Miruku, you look
Oh
fine.
my god.
That's so skibbity Riz Ohio, bro.
No,
Like, what the
no,
fuck?
I say that because I eat a lot, but you know I work out to like burn off those calories that I just had.
Yeah.
I'm not actually big back.
Dude, fucking yeah. Remember when the fucking memes channel used to be memes and food? That was.
Oh yeah,
I do. I actually do
yo,
remember
the great split of memes and food.
Wait, is that not in the iceberg? Hold on.
It is.
It's like
I
it was
is,
like
that's
Brexit,
why I said it.
man. It was like Brexit.
You
My
said it
God.
was you wrote it as like the great split or something.
Okay.
It's a great
I'm gonna
split.
find it. Here, transition to food. I'll find it.
Yeah. So Miruku, like, wait, okay, actually, hold on. As like, you didn't cook as a bartender, right? You just served drinks in the morning like a crazy person.
No, we never cook. Mainly because, i.e., I don't have a license to cook.
You need a
So I
license
cannot
to
technically cook. Well, yeah, you need well, of course you need food safety to work in a restaurant, but you also need to have a license specifically for cooking. I forgot what it was called. I literally forgot what it's called, but you do need that. I think you also need a higher tier in food safe, especially when it comes to this type of cuisine, because you cook a lot of different types of food. We had lobster, shrimp, calamari.
Yo.
Um, we had a lot of good food actually.
Okay,
We had chicken, shit like that.
Holy shit.
I was hit with two sudden realizations of one, you need licenses. I don't know if that's just a Canada thing, but like you need license to work in food, and two, you guys
Well,
are cooking
okay,
lobster.
Our reference is probably like McDonald's, where you can walk in and get a job, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
like specifically for any jobs, if you're serving drinks or food, you do require what we call here. We have like, okay, for some reason we have like 5 different licenses for everything, specifically bartending too. So in that's an exaggeration, but there are different licenses. We have
Sure.
our food safe, which is of course safe handling of food. Like, make sure you. I don't know if you guys know this, but I think this was in Canada, where the reason why we also have this is to make sure everyone is safe when it comes to cooking, because at one point, I think I can share this. It's just the graphicness of it. So at one
It'll be
point
cut
there
out. It's
was no, it won't be. You will not be cutting
Oh.
this one. I'm joking.
Okay,
But it was basically where it was the story of this girl. She was working in a restaurant, of course, well, naturally, of course, in a restaurant, but it
No
was
way.
because of the uncleanliness of the floor of the restaurant, specifically in the kitchen. It caused her to slip and spill like a tub of hot oil on herself.
Holy
That's why
shit.
we have
Oh.
these type of licenses. So that's why it trains you on food safety, making sure the place is clean at all times, making sure there's no like hazards that could get you or other people around you hurt, how to handle a knife. God forbid that you give a toddler a knife, but I wouldn't say you should. But yeah, there's a lot of things in the kitchen that goes around. That's why we have the licenses for it. Bartending, it's
Yeah.
self-explanatory because you're serving drinks, so you need to be able to serve drinks and know when there is a limit to how much someone can drink. If they're like too drunk, don't serve them. Basically, um, if you have a suspicion of drugging, like someone got drugged, you kind of need to notice like the subtle differences in drinks if it has been like spiked.
Oh,
And of
that's
course,
cool.
you need to like take
Hmm.
care of like if it does happen, you of course you know to tell management and it'd be like, hey, uh, just tell management. We'll try and figure out something, and then we'll try to like split them apart and make sure the guy never comes back. And also uh, like general like cleanliness and stuff like that. That's why we have those licenses for a reason.
People that we came back to bartending while talking about
It's
this.
all connected. To be fair, I mean, yeah, I mean,
It's all connected.
it's pretty, it's
I mean,
pretty,
it's
it's pretty
food.
Yeah.
overlap.
Do you like cook at home usually, or are you kind of like the order in person?
Uh, During the big C, I ordered a lot, but I'm starting to cook as of late. I've actually learned how to cook a lot of kind of like high experience food. Not the greatest, but it's still serviceable to the point where it's actually edible. It's edible and it tastes good.
Yeah.
But
Hey, that's the best kind. That's the best kind.
yeah,
Oh my
That's
god,
the
wait.
best
that's
kind
the
of
best kind.
Wait, Winter. Tommy's entering college, right?
Okay.
We can tell them all the fucking crazy hacks for food, for like making good shit while you're broke.
Oh, I
That's
have
what
I
I'm
have some
saying.
ideas. I'll share. So my uncle got me hooked on this one thing. It's amazing. So it's this recipe for tomato sauce, and you know what it is? It's 3 ingredients, and it's like the best tomato sauce ever. All it is literally a can of tomatoes, onion, and some seasoning that I don't remember. I think it's like tomato paste or something like that, or like salt or whatever. You put it in a pan, you cook it for like 45 minutes, and that's just tomato sauce, and you have it for like days. It's like a week's worth of tomato sauce right there.
You're
Interesting,
It's actually
interesting.
a pretty good
Is
life
that
hack. I think
cheaper?
I just learned that one.
Is that
I
cheaper
think
than
I just
buying
learned it.
tomato sauce?
I don't know, but it tastes better than just generic jarred tomato sauce. So if you want like a nice tomato sauce,
Hey, you know what? That's fair. Like I made like Alfredo sauce one time.
ooh,
Because for Valentine's Day, me and my girlfriend made chocolates, and so that what that means is just melting existing chocolate, like cooking chocolate, and then mixing with some other
yeah,
stuff. But like she accidentally left the heavy cream, like big carton of heavy cream at my place, and she was like, "Yeah, you could just use it. I'm not gonna use it for anything."
yeah.
And so I made like Alfredo sauce, and I bought like frozen shrimp, and fuck, I love shrimp.
Mm.
That
Oh,
shit,
that's so good.
it hits. I got some Parmesan cheese, fucking mixed
Shrimp
in some
hits so
butter
shit.
hard, bro.
with heavy
Yo,
cream.
stop.
Holy
Oh,
fuck, that shit was fire.
that sounds so good.
Yeah, because I'll buy Alfredo sauce from Aldi, and it's usually not that. It's not as good. It's like I feel like I need more, and like the flavor's just like a bit off. It's like maybe too garlicky or something. Like making it from scratch, you just like tune it to be like just
Yeah.
perfect.
That's so yeah, that's my like number one thing I'm ready for college. My other thing I'm ready for college, which I've learned recently. So like I love me a nice warm chocolate chip cookie, right?
Sure,
Like
sure.
it's so good. I love it like nice and mushy, which is hard to get because if you try to like buy them anywhere, it's almost always like the hard ones, which are not for me.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I recently was like, okay, I should start making my own cookies. So that way I don't have to do it. But the problem with that is it's such a mess, it takes so long, whatever. Dude, Pillsbury chocolate chip cookie dough, it's so fucking easy. There's pre-cut ones. You literally just put it on a pan, put it in the oven, and it tastes exactly as good as any homemade cookie I've had. Like it's I don't know what the fuck they like put in there, but it's literally just the same as like a generic homemade cookie. It's so good. If you're craving cookies, just buy Pillsbury. Like don't even bother making. I'm gonna be so real.
Okay,
It's
there's
like
a thing though.
marginally
You
better.
can have
I
oven
love bread.
access.
Yeah, there's like a dorm oven. It's
Okay,
like in
okay.
the dorm room. Most
Oh,
dorm rooms have.
shared dorm oven? Yo, good luck.
Yeah, no, that shit's
Oh, yeah.
nasty.
Yeah, but like if I'm really like, look, sometimes like you really are craving it. It's like you'll do it at all costs, bro. Like,
I don't know.
It's funny
It's
you
pretty
guys talk
bad.
about college because I've actually never been to college.
oh,
Like, well, like straight out of high school, I just decided to work. That's it.
no, that's honestly valid. It's valid.
I mean, yeah, no, it's definitely
Yeah.
valid. I definitely, if I had a choice, I would have liked some like some time. Like, I don't think I wanted like a gap year necessarily, but like just time to like figure out my
Taking
shit
one
would have been
big gap
nice.
year. I'm still very
I
much on my one big gap year.
It's very funny. I'm actually not to keep talking about myself, but it's like I am going to college with the plan of like figuring out my shit because like I can't really say much about this because then it gives away what college I'm going to, but
Yeah,
like basically like I'm going to college just like more lenient when it comes to like required courses. So it's like I want to be able to like figure out what it is I actually want to do using that and then go from there. If I can't figure it out, then I'm kind of fucked, really. But yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
No, that's 100% valid because it's like I got into my school with the impression that I was gonna like do this one thing, like maybe like make like game design or something, and then like
Mm.
coding or some other stuff, and then you just like eventually learn like through the classes or whatever that it isn't necessarily a good fit, and then you have to like figure that out. I was in the
Yeah.
fortunate enough position of like transferring in enough like AP credits and shit to like have enough leniency in my schedule, and I went to GDC as a sophomore, right? And so meeting
Mhm.
industry people and like learning exactly what I needed was very useful.
That's fun.
So yeah, I think I'm in a better place. But if I just knew some things earlier, it was like just knock on effects. That's how
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Anyways, food.
Yo, we're
Would
still
you-
talking
We're
food.
still on the topic.
what's your good like? You got any good like cheap like recipes and stuff? Like
Yes.
real
Cheap
cheap
recipes?
hack together kind of shit.
Like Joshua
Oh.
Wiseman, but cheaper type shit.
Don't know.
Low key, I actually just make sandwiches. That's like my only cheap thing.
Real.
I'm not really too picky about like my food. I mean, when I was younger, I was picky as fuck, but
Yeah, sure,
now
sure,
like I'm
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
picky. I usually just tend to just slap ham and then cheese and then just grill it on like a pan or pan fry it. Really, that's it. That's all I do. That's like my
ham and-
only cheap thing.
Sorry to say, ham and cheese is overrated. I can't get behind it.
Whoa,
But like,
whoa. Okay,
Whoa,
what is yours? What is yours? What's your go-to?
what is my go-to sandwich? My go-to sandwich is a turkey sandwich with lettuce, tomato, mustard. That's it.
Turkey.
Oh, that is so
Turkey?
extra.
No,
What do you
no.
mean it's so
The
extra,
fuck
bro?
you mean turkey?
Turkey-
You're
okay.
putting mustard, lettuce, tomato on
Okay,
that?
because the
Damn,
because the place I get here's the thing. The place I get turkey from, right? Like on a usual thing, I would be fine with turkey and then like one of the three I listed. Heck, I'd probably be fine with just turkey if I had to have it. But the turkey I get, it's so good, but it's so fucking dry that I need to put all that shit on it just so it doesn't it's not dry.
That's
like
the problem
it's
with all
actually...
turkey, dog. Either that or maybe too wet, but
Okay.
that's a different problem.
No, there's some wet
Yeah.
turkey. Like if you had Oscar Myers, that shit's wet as hell.
Okay, but the thing is, you gotta take into account that you're going to college and you might be broke, so you can only afford it like, once
Yeah.
once in a blue moon. So you gotta think about it like,
Yeah,
cheap.
but-
You got your ramen with ham, and if you want egg,
Yeah.
put it in there. Actually, well, eggs.
Oh,
expensive,
here's
yeah,
another one of
so-
my takes. Like I don't
it's
think I'm
gonna be
picky.
that,
I don't
yeah.
think I'm a picky eater, but like I don't like instant ramen. I've tried.
Okay,
so
hold on.
hard, but-
What kind of instant ramen have you had? Because like I fucking hate beef instant ramen. I think that shit
Okay.
smells nasty.
Here's the
What
problem.
the
It's not
fuck?
it's not the flavor, right? Because I will make the broth and I'll drink the broth and be like, yum yum yum, delicioso. But the noodles, I just don't like the noodles. They're so awful. They're just so bad.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
Yamada.
Yeah, no.
Like it doesn't.
I don't know what to say that. Yamada.
It's not gonna matter what flavor I get if the noodles are gonna be shit in every single one. Like,
Okay, then have you tried? Well, I mean, like you could buy like dried noodles and then just use that, and that's still
yeah, that's
relatively
fair.
cheap. Like I have a pack of like dry udon. It doesn't nearly get as thick as you want it, obviously, but it has the nice it has a good enough texture.
Yeah.
Dude, my hack
Okay.
though, at least for like when I was first starting out, is like at Walmart they have big, I think like 32-ounce bags of fake crab for $5.
Imitation crab's good. I like imitation crab.
Imitation-
Chicken crab is really
It's so fucking good, and it's like for like I didn't cook too much like in earlier years, So like that, I could just pop that into like some ramen and it'd be fucking perfect. But if you're not eating ramen, oh shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm so screwed. I'm like, I don't like ramen. I don't like ramen, so it's like I'm already like screwed if I want like something that's not in the cafeteria for like lunch or whatever. Like I went and tried the food in the like cafeteria. It's like pretty good food. I think I'll be fine most days. I think I'll just starve myself some days rather than like eat something else. Honestly.
Oh no,
I
you can't do that.
have other cheap alternatives, but unfortunately, egg isn't cheap anymore.
Oh, eggs. They're $6
No.
now. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, they're still cheaper here in Canada.
How much do they cost in Canada?
They're like $4.
Okay, that's still not
like
cheap.
$4 for a dozen. For a dozen though. For a dozen.
Uh-huh.
Think about
Yeah,
it.
$4 for a dozen's not bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess not, but I'm used to them to being like $3 to $2.
Yeah. But like I would say
Bro,
okay,
look, the chickens need
some
rice,
people
bro.
might think this might be down. Some people might think this is disgusting, but as a Filipino, soy sauce, rice, and egg.
No,
and then,
no, you're
like,
good. That's good.
hardboiled egg specifically.
No, that's good.
And
Okay,
then
hold on,
soy
hold on,
sauce.
okay, hold on.
Good.
That's where you're going a bit awry. Because hard-boiled egg.
Hard-boiled egg?
Hard-boiled egg? Nah.
Yeah, hard-boiled egg.
No.
with rice and
You
soy
gotta crack the egg in and mix it in. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you
That's
go
the
you go
play.
for like a
Actually,
medium
you can also
boil
do
at
that.
best.
sauce. Yeah, medium boil is fine.
I
Not
used to like
hard-boiled.
I
I
used
just
to like
call it
hard-boiled
hard-boiled.
eggs. I used to like boiled eggs, and now I don't like boiled eggs. I can't get mine. But poached eggs. Poached
Oh,
eggs are
poached
so good.
eggs.
They're
Ooh.
Oh,
so
actually
good.
goated. So
Put that-
goated. Actually goated
a
ass food
poached
choice.
egg on avocado toast.
Oh,
Oh my
that's luxury.
God.
That's luxury right there. You
That's
can't
literal
buy
luxury?
avocados
Yeah.
nowadays. That's shit's expensive.
That's true.
That's what
true.
I'm saying.
That's so
I'm trying
true.
to get healthy and I can't buy
Bro,
avocados for shit.
Dude,
bro.
every salad place I go to, or like any place that's like food, bro, the avocados are marked up for like $3 extra as an add-on. Like, what the fuck?
That said, I will
No.
pay for it sometimes. I fucking love avocado.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
avocado
avocado's
is
fine,
like,
I
though.
put that shit on my Subway for real.
Yeah.
oh dude, hell yeah. Like fucking, if I can have like one avocado, like a few like avocado slices even, like every like maybe like 2 weeks, I feel great. Cause like
I am like,
it's so refreshing.
I am like a
Oh, yeah.
guacamole. What is a word I can say that's appropriate? I am like a
Sean?
guacamole. No, it's just no.
Guacamole D-Rider?
So yeah, pretty much that, bro. Okay. Here's the thing though.
Yeah, 'cause
okay,
that's
so
more
I'm-
appropriate than making him insane.
I'm a
Okay,
cilantro.
but the thing is that is actual used slang though.
Yeah,
That's
I-
actual slang.
I'm a cilantro hater. So I love
Do you have the
guacamole.
gene? Do you have the gene?
No, I don't understand this, right? Okay, I don't fucking understand the
Is it
soap
gene
gene.
for hating cilantro?
Yes,
What
there's
the
a gene.
fuck?
Okay. According to science, there's a gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. But whenever I have cilantro, I don't know what it doesn't taste like soap. It just tastes like garbage. Like I hate it. Like I don't know what to
Okay,
say
that's-
about it.
The fuck? Okay.
Whatever, the point
I
being-
can't doubt you if you're tripping or not. That's the thing. So I can't trash.
No,
anything about it.
okay. Here's the problem is I love guacamole, but I hate cilantro so much that it just ruins guacamole. So I have to like make my own fucking guac if I want to have it. because
Wait.
the other
Okay, hold on. So that means okay. Let's say you go to a nice Mexican restaurant, right?
Yes,
You're not gonna
I
get
suffer through it.
the classic.
No, I do.
Okay.
I do, but either like if it comes with salsa, I eat that because it also has cilantro, but lesser amount of it, or I just suffer through it.
No,
But,
no.
like,
I mean
I'd
like
much
a
rather
nice.
without it.
I don't mean the guacamole. I mean a nice steak, onion, cilantro taco.
Oh hell no!
The
Hell
fuck
no.
you mean? That
I'm
shit's
asking for that.
classic.
Okay, I've actually been
What
so
the
turned off of
hell?
I've actually been so turned off of Mexican cuisine because there's something. Okay, I should like Mexican
Cut off
cuisine.
that Mexican.
Okay, no, I should like Mexican. Okay,
Cut it
shut
out.
up.
Cut it out. We're gonna say some
I
things.
I should like Mexican cuisine, but there's so many like random. Okay, here's the thing: I don't like black beans, and I don't like cilantro, and that cuts off so much of the stuff that I can eat in Mexican cuisine. That's just like fuck, because everything I want to eat has beans or cilantro or both. If it's really trying to be extra. So I don't know. It's always like I always am like, damn. I wish I didn't have it.
I can't believe it. Actually, I don't even like black beans either. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
cool.
I'm
We
not
we all
like
agree on that. We
I
all
don't
agree on
like-
that.
I don't like-
See,
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm crazy whenever I say that because I feel like
No.
people are always like, I love beans.
Really? I hate
No.
beans.
No,
But
thank
I
you,
also
have-
thank you. Oh
Okay.
my god,
Okay,
dude,
thank, yes.
fucking
Okay,
hate
it's like I love,
beans.
it's literally love chili, eat around the beans every single time. I just
I don't like
plate of
chili
beans
either.
as
So
well.
like, I'll be honest, I don't like chili.
Oh, okay.
No.
I like chili, but I just don't eat the beans. That's
Okay,
it.
no, there is one. Okay, there's one acceptable kind of bean, right?
Uh-huh.
It's the beans where like they mash it up into like a paste, and it's like you eat that. That shit
black bean paste?
slaps.
Wait. Okay.
No,
well,
it's not black beans.
refried beans?
It's yes, refried beans. Refried beans are
refried beans.
so
Oh,
good.
okay.
They're so good.
They're okay. I think they're okay.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
something you
I'm
include
on
'cause
the
you can.
fence with that.
Mm.
Like I
Yeah.
have a friend who swears by getting super baked and then going to Taco Bell and ordering 4 bean and cheese tacos. And that's
Ew,
it.
no.
I would actually
No.
shit my pants. That would genuinely make me shit my pants.
What
I'm not even kidding to you. That
I
would
tried
kill
it.
me.
I'm like, this is the most mid thing I've ever eaten in my life.
I've
I
only
guess you
had-
can do this if you're high.
I've tried 2 things at Taco Bell, and they both were really good. And it's a Baja Blast and a Crunchwrap Supreme. And that will always be the
Me
thing I
too.
get there.
Me too.
Okay.
Oh, I also had the Supreme fries. That shit was fire, bro.
Ooh.
Hey,
I'm
good,
not- I'm
hey,
not
good
getting
ads.
those.
I never had those. Dude, okay, can I be honest though? The Baja Blast is overrated.
No.
Yes,
I'll be
it
so
is.
real.
Okay.
I hate
Hold on,
soda.
hold on.
That is the only soda I like. I literally hate soda, but that's the only soda I
Okay.
will drink.
The thing is I've never had proper Baja Blast. I had a watered down version of it. That's it.
What?
But
Why?
I have
Sorry,
made
sorry, what?
homemade
How?
Baja Blast.
What?
'Cause,
Hold on. I'm
I don't
so
know, because they
confused
never
by
changed the soda
everything you
machine.
just said to me. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh,
Now
okay,
I get it.
okay.
Because they never changed it from the machine. But I have made homemade Baja Blast, and that shit made me feel like shit for 4 days.
Well, okay, to be fair, how the
No.
fuck do you make that at home?
Okay. Oh fuck. Can I remember? I think I remember. Oh, I found the Reddit post for it.
Oh no.
I found the Reddit post. So during
That was your
the
first
end
mistake.
during the end of COVID, my sister, I was coming back from work at my old job, and my sister was like, "Hey, I found this recipe on." It was not really Reddit, but it was TikTok, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm kind of against using TikTok recipes unless if it's like, it looks really good and people say it actually does taste good."
Mhm.
And I was like, fuck it. I have nothing to lose. Let's try it. Motherfucker, it's made from Powerade from
Ew.
Powerade
Ew.
First mistake.
with Sprite.
Second,
Blue Powerade with Sprite.
that's not
Or-
correct.
Blue power.
Or you can do Mountain Dew and Powerade.
Well,
So I
This
decided.
must be Mountain Dew. It's a Mountain Dew
Yeah.
Baja Blast.
Well, I think we did. I did Mountain Dew, Sprite, and Baja Blast. So because we don't have Baja Blast here at least here in BC, we don't. At least I haven't checked the stores for it for a while. And basically
They're getting
got
rid of it.
home. I know,
Shit, really?
kind of sucks. But
From stores,
I
yeah.
came back. I went to the gas station because on the way home there's a gas station, and so I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll buy it. Bought it, walked back home, and then my sister waiting at the door. She's like, "Are you ready, brother?" And I'm like, "I am." So we make this fucking cursed concoction of a drink, and then I look at it. I'm like, "Sister, this looks somewhat fire." First taste, the first sip, it was a small sip. I was like, "Okay, that's really good." Drank the whole, not the whole thing, but we drank from like a regular like IKEA cup. We drank
Okay.
it from that, and oh my god, I have never felt I've never felt worse my entire life. I genuinely felt like I was dying with how bad, like, because it was all the carbonation. I was like, sister, I literally cannot do anything because I
Oh,
feel like I'm gonna
shit.
puke.
I didn't even
But
think
it
about
was-
that.
it was the pure carbonation. I was like, look, I love soda. I fucking love soda as much as like the next guy, but this is too much. This is like
The
way
next-
too much. This would kill me. So we only had it once and we never had it again. I was like, sister, we're never making that cursed concoction ever again.
You know, speaking of carbonation, like I don't understand. Look, I don't like carbonation, so that's some kind of team mind.
That's valid.
But like, I don't understand
enough.
people like go to a meal and it's like I'll have sparkling water. Not only is that shit
Nah!
so concentrated in carbonation, but it's like
Yo,
you can't drink normal water. You have to drink sparkling to like rehydrate.
I'm not gonna
yourself.
lie,
Like,
when I was
come
bartending,
on.
I hated people that ordered that.
Yeah.
Okay,
People that ordered
I-
sparkling water.
I guess I'll defend sparkling water. Only because growing up in a family that was very like medical field oriented, we were bougie enough to have sparkling water, right? I'll admit that.
Okay.
I think the thing about sparkling water is that you're going for it for like a subtle thing. Like if you don't want the whole shebang of like soda with all the sugar and stuff, this is like a nice little treat above regular water. Like obviously I can drink regular water fine. Sparkling water though is like mostly like a choice, because like for the most part like my little brother would always fucking pour that shit from like way high up to get rid of all the carbonation anyways. So it's just like the subtle like flavors in the carbonated water. If you have plain carbonated water though, you are weird.
Nah, I'm gonna be real, gang. As much as I grew up in the Philippines for only a few years, we were bougie enough to have Coke. Oh my god, that sounds almost bad when I almost said it.
Yo,
We had
Coke?
Coca-Cola bags. Coca-Cola bags.
What? What is a Coca-Cola
Oh,
bag?
really don't know.
bro?
You know, milk inside of a bag.
No.
Oh no.
So basically,
No.
so this is usually sold by
Wait,
like
why would you put? Okay,
like
sorry.
small like kind of like side shops in the Philippines.
Yeah.
But basically, I had this when I was back in the Philippines when I was younger. But this is how I remember it. You would they would have Coke in a bag, and that shit would be the coldest shit ever because it'd always be in like a freezer, not a freezer, but like a cooler. Like it was super
Yeah.
cold, and low-key, I fucking loved it. I don't know, something
Hold on.
about Coca-Cola in a bag was my favorite.
Sorry. Is it like a Ziploc bag?
It's a Ziploc bag.
And you just
Wait, a
open it and you
Ziploc?
just,
Not even like a fancy
and
milk
you-
bag with a cap
But
on
and
it?
you just open
I
it
don't
and then
know.
you just like.
Okay, this
you
is the Philippines. We're like a third world
Wait,
country now.
so you
Oh,
open it and then
shit.
you just tip it into your mouth. That's crazy.
No, there was a straw half of the time.
Okay.
Most of the
Half
time,
of
there
the
was a straw.
time.
Okay, thank God. Okay, milk inside a bag is disgusting though. Like that's just gonna get spoiled. That's literally just asking the milk to get spoiled. Like what do you
Yeah,
mean?
Well, I don't think necessarily.
I'll literally send a video. You guys can watch it on your own time. But this is like traditional Filipina, like low key.
I'll keep that in mind.
Coca-Cola served in a bag in the Philippines.
That
It was
is
so crazy.
That's a dead ass Ziploc bag.
Wait, let
It
me
is
see
a
it. Hold on.
dead ass Ziploc bag.
So can you tell
That
me
is
what's the
it.
price for
It's
Oh,
a
that
street
is-
food.
that
Because
is
glass
lit-
bottle. Because the reason why we had it, because the glass bottles were so expensive, especially for like
Wait,
imports and stuff.
Hold on, let me
like
Yeah.
stream this and then I can
Hold
just
on.
put it. I don't have to edit it in. Hold on.
Winter, do you know
Yeah.
about Mexican Coke? Do you know about that whole thing?
Yeah, I do know about how.
That's just crazy. That's insane. That it's just like there's a better Coke and it's like they sell.
I fucking love it. I was like, my god. It was the first thing I had in the Philippines, and it was the best thing ever. My god. Something about it. I felt like I was in tune with my people, you know? I felt like I was there, right there.
Wait,
with
so
my
are they
people.
not selling this at a loss if they have to buy the bottles and then put it into a bag?
So this
I guess it depends. Maybe, I think over time it makes back the money.
Okay.
But it's usually just for kids because it's like, you know, kids are buying it. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
why it's like
what-
kind of street
wait,
food.
they're just
That
so. Oh, are they recycling the bottles? Is that how that works?
I think they do.
that probably is
I
why.
hope they do. I hope they recycle the bottles.
I so
What the
hope
fuck?
so.
I still hope so.
Mm.
But yeah, no, that was back then. My God, if I could go back to the Philippines and have that again, I would do it in a heartbeat.
I mean, I guess
So,
it
you know what?
works.
Should we move on to our final bit of the?
We can move on to our final bit because if you have to go
Yeah.
eat dinner soon.
the
That makes...
undateable document.
yeah. All right, I'm still streaming. Okay, actually, you know what? Okay, our last bit. Miruku, log out of the game. You gotta go into my stream.
Yeah, it's important.
shit,
Yeah,
okay.
this is it. Yeah.
You see how quick was that, gang? All right, hold on, I'm coming in here. All right.
This
Oh hell no.
this is a
Oh
bit
hell yeah.
we like to call surprise karaoke.
Oh man.
Miruku very kindly, I needed to make a new trailer for Fish Fight. Go wishlist it on Steam.
So true.
I needed to make a new
Hashtag ad.
trailer for Fish Fight, and I needed like a bass line, and me pitch shifting my voice didn't particularly work for this because I thought I sounded like ass. And so I thought Winter at least had a deeper voice than I did. So I asked Winter to sing that for me, and Tomphy, I kid you not, it was so
That shit was
ass.
ass, bro. That shit was
It
ass.
was
Oh, God.
so
Oh
bad.
no. Oh dear.
You got me on like a bad day too, where I couldn't sing. I was like,
No,
"Fuck,
this-
I have to finish
this-
this,
this-
shit."
This is the do-over. This is the do-over.
Yeah.
No, this is not
Look,
the do-over. I cannot sing for shit, guys.
Dude, karaoke is a staple within our community. We've had what, like 4 or 5 nights of this?
More.
yeah,
Six or
but I'm
seven now.
only in
Probably
there
more.
to like listen.
Dude, Field of Grass,
even into
the
that at all
first
sometimes.
fucking time Field of Grass spoke in VC was to sing this most beautiful Toho
Oh,
song.
yeah, I remember
in
that. The
French.
Toho song. I remember that. That was real. That
It
real
was
as fuck.
amazing. And now Field is fucking a regular in VC, and it's great.
Yeah, you're gonna make me do the instrumentals. I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't listen to Unbeatable.
Hey, you got to meet. You got to
What's
meet.
Unbeatable? This is just some random webpage I
Oh
pulled
yeah.
up.
Look, you got to meet
Yeah,
Evie.
yeah.
I got to meet Field. So I think we're even.
Oh shit, that's real. That's so real.
Yeah.
So you can pick any of these songs, or another song if you know one better.
Yo, pick Homework Salad by Night. Yo, I love that song.
Don't pick
I love
Homework
that
Salad by
song.
Night or Motherbound. Don't-
Okay, but on a realistic note, I actually genuinely don't know any of
Okay.
the lyrics to any of the
Oh.
songs.
They have captions. They have captions.
Is there any of these that if you had the lyrics, you would know how to sing?
You can also ask for any other song. Like
Yeah. Yeah. We can give
Within
you another
reason.
song, too. I
This
mean,
is-
Unbeatable. Canonically, we don't know what it is. So you can.
yeah. This is some random webpage I pulled up.
Oh, a song of my choosing.
Just don't try to
You know
copyright
what?
strike me
If
too
I'm,
bad.
if I'm gonna fucking go hard, I might as well just do the #1 Victory Royale song.
Oh fuck.
Yes. Chug with you. Let's go.
That's actually what it's called. I only know.
Well,
Yeah.
you can pull. You can also search American Girl Karaoke. Although
Yeah,
that
but this
won't
is
get the right lyrics.
This is way funnier if they specific.
Yeah, this is way funnier.
No,
Yeah,
Miruku,
I'll
go
be
go.
quiet.
Try to do the whole thing. Try to do the whole thing. If you don't, it's fine.
Oh,
you can edit it
fuck,
out.
okay.
It's
But-
fine. Yeah, we can edit it. We can make it sound nice and pretty. We'll use auto tune.
Yeah. At worst, we'll come in the latter half of the song. So like after the first chorus,
Yeah.
we can come in
Or
for the
you-
remaining choruses.
Or you can emergency be like, I mean, it's consensual, so you can be like, hey, I don't want to do this, and we'll be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, we're not gonna make you
Look,
do
give me a
anything.
sec. Let
You
me
absolutely do
let me
not want to
chug
do.
down my mango probiotic then that I had for a while.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let me clean up my voice. Okay.
You do
You
your
got it.
vocal
Voice
warm ups.
tastes like. No. We're going straight in because
Gang.
I'm a shit singer. So gang.
I believe.
yeah.
I believe.
God, this is gonna be so bad.
This is gonna be a fucking beautiful.
Oh wait, I have your stream muted.
Yeah, Tommy, you don't need to mute it.
Oh fuck! Wait, there's. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, I realized.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friend just got down. I revived him and has southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Stark Streets. Look at the map and go to Spark Streets. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite all day. You can take me West Meyer, but not Loot Lake. I really love to chug with you. We can be Fortnite gamers. Oh fuck. She said, hey broski, you got some heals and shield pod. I need a healing and I'm only. What the fuck? Hey,
keep going.
I'm sorry.
You got
I
it.
found nothing on Safari. I checked the upstairs of that house, but not the underneath yet. There's a chest that's just down there. The storm is coming fast and you need heals to prepare. I've got the. What the fuck? More than you can pretend. I'm a cool pro Fortnite gamer. Cool for. Oh, fuck me! Play Fortnite today.
Or not.
You can take me to Moisty Myers, but not Loot Lake. I really love to chug with you. We can be poor Fortnite gamers. Oh, la 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 yeah. La 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 yeah. La 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 yeah. We're a Fortnite gamer, pro Fortnite gamer. Here we get this win this weekend. Take me to Loot Lake. Let's change the game mode. So who the fuck is this gonna dominate? What the fuck does that say? Take me to the zone. I'm running kinda low on mats and need to break some stone. Dressed in all these fancy clothes. He's got Renegade Raider and he's probably a pro. He's just shot my back. Damn. I turn back and attack. I just got the victory royale. A victory royale. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. You can take me Moist Myers, but not Loot Lake. I really love to chug with you. We can be pro Fortnite gamers.
There we go.
Yeah.
Tommy, you fucking abandoned us. I said we do it after the second after the first
Bro,
chorus.
I didn't remember that. I was fine. How was I supposed to know that? How was I
I
supposed to know
said
that?
it
You never
beforehand.
You never said it. You never said it.
Whatever,
Never said it.
Miruku, that was
All right.
beautiful.
Oh my
But I
goodness.
will be honest, I dead ass had to stop myself from laughing the first because
That was so
you
funny.
hit the Mickey Mouse on that first one.
You
I-
said, "Hey, broski," like killed me. I was like losing my mind.
That was crazy.
What
Hey,
can I say? I'm a natural born
Alright,
singer,
well.
I guess.
Winter, thank you so much for joining us on the Entrapment Podcast episode pilot. Is this episode 1 or episode 1 pilot? I don't know what you
I
I
say.
think
call it
episode
episode
1
one.
pilot.
we'll call it the one.
Yeah.
What's
The
the
one.
title? Give us the title.
The
Give us the title.
Yeah, what's the title? What's the title?
Miruku gets entrapped by 2 mods unsuspectingly in the dark alleyway.
We love it. We
Episode
love it.
one.
Ship it. Ship it.
Clip it, ship it.
Ship it.
All right. That's
Hell yeah.
another
All
episode
right.
of the Entrapment Podcast, sponsored by some
Another- this is
fucks
the
called
first one.
Unbeatable. No, I don't know.
Ugh.
Man,
Sponsored by Unbeatable.
yeah. We'll see you all in the next one when we bring on whoever we can manage next.
I can't remember
Whoever you guys can force on. Woohoo!
Yes.
You have anything to
All right,
plug,
now-
Winter? I don't know.
Yeah, you wanna plug
not really,
anything?
but I guess there's my streaming career that's not happening yet, so I guess
Okay.
I guess I can't really plug that.
Real.
Just follow my Twitch, Loki.
Talker, do you have
Winter
anything you
Moon,
want?
slash
sorry.
TTV. It's okay.
Winter Miruku at Twitch.tv. Go hit him up.
Twitch.tv.
Go hit me up.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, what is it?
Follow me
Twitch.
so I never stream.
Oh yeah, Twitch.tv/Winter Miruku for the inevitable never stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You can also hit up twitch.tv/PixelTaku for whenever I do stuff. I was thinking about streaming, because I need to work on some animations.
Mm.
But we'll
I
see.
think it'd be really awkward because I say the most out of pocket stuff even when I'm streaming. So this is like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the most tame you'll ever see me.
It's okay.
Like once you edit down this
Yeah.
video, this is the
in a
most tame
private
it'll ever be.
Discord call that will be publicized later.
Yeah, no, private.
I
Will be publicized later.
I has a YouTube channel where I occasionally post Heaven Studio edits, and by that I mean every once in a blue moon. But also, if I have to plug something else, it would be Pokemon Showdown. Go play Pokemon Showdown. It's a fun game.
That's the plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Until next time, gamers. Shit. Fuck. I was thinking about this earlier in the bathroom. Damn it.
What's the catchy end slogan?
I was gonna.
It's a catchy end.
You just got entrapmented.
No,
Yeah, let's
it
not
was,
do that.
it was. I was gonna do because I the fucking intro is if you treat me like a criminal, I'll treat you like a cop. I don't know if we just want to do that whole bar or like be like
No way, that's a fire ass bar. Put that on a beat.
how does it
Put that on a
how did the
beat,
whole
it'd
thing
be
go
fire.
again? I forget. Hold on, I gotta pull up.
You
the-
treat me like a criminal.
No, before that. There's a line
so
before
I-
that.
Oh, you say the lines, the syllables, got it memorized so I can make it stop. You treat me like a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
Okay, that's good. That's our ending. We're good. Cut it off.